dreary, wet day as I left on the train for Wellington. The farm I left was muddy, the horses were muddy, the house was muddy. But once I got to Wellington, the sun came out and I went to Daruma in Cuba Mall for some sushi. Their Wagyu beef sushi is to die for, and I really enjoyed lunch there. After lunch, I went for a walk around Wellington city centre. There are some quaint churches, lovely lanes and old buildings. Restaurants are tucked away in secret places, and it pays to know where you're going to find the very best. I also had a hyperbaric oxygen chamber treatment at the Tory Urban Retreat, and I think that has changed my life. More on that later.
Uh-oh, they're gonna go, everybody's scared. It's the Great Wellington Gloom. We've dodged the bucket fountain. And this is the famous bucket fountain, often seen filled up with foam or even fish.
The next morning, I went to my favourite breakfast place. It's called The Hanger, and as always, it was wonderful. Howdy travellers, I'm at The Hanger, which is my favourite coffee and breakfast place in Wellington. I heartily recommend it. They do fantastic flights of coffee two ways, so you can have your own personal coffee tasting, and the food is to die for. There can be queues at the weekend, so I recommend that you get in early, but get here, you'll love it. While I was at The Hanger, I ran into a fellow blogger, Marinee. Shout out to Marinee. As always, The Hanger was happening, and I enjoyed Marinee's company. Afterward, I needed to find my way to a hair appointment with Elliot at Matt Foreman. Hi there, campers. So I just installed right here on the street the Uber app, and I'm going to take my first Uber right now. What am I thinking about Ubering? Let me show you. I'm looking at Ubering this amazing little electric scooter to get to my hair appointment. How cool is that? It's just left here on a back street, and when I'm finished with it, I'll leave it for somebody else. Alas, the Ubering wasn't meant to be. I started on the scooter and pushed it along, but it didn't seem to want to go far or work very well for me. I'm not sure if I'm not very good at scooting or if the actual scooter wasn't working right. More research is needed on that matter. Yes, I am in bed. Please excuse me. I have a very early flight tomorrow. More on that later. My next treat was at Grace Patisserie on Tory Street, where everything was so on point. I enjoyed a wonderful cake for afternoon tea, and service from the staff was first rate. I really recommend this little spot. It's a fab new discovery. The rest of the day passed walking around and doing some work online. I went to dinner with friends at Mexico on Dixon Street. Everything was yummy. Highly recommend it. I'm staying at the Airport Ridges Hotel in Wellington because I have an early flight. Let's have a quick look. It's really nicely set up. Sofa, bed, TV, window looks out at the street on this side. Nice place for the luggage. There is a little fridge tucked away with some supplies. And let's head back around the corner. Look at this nice bathroom. Hello, people! So, some really quality toiletries there and there. Big rainy head shower, and it's, well, you can't really see from here, but it's a big stall. You can see that. And tucked away in this little
corner, actually, very close to the door, as you see. There's a wee toilet. So overall, I'm really pleased with that. It's quiet. I can't hear the planes taking off. And I'm about to crash. I have to check in at 4 a.m. for my flight. So here's hoping there's smooth flying ahead. Good night, internet.